Hey guys, Autistic Man Explains here. Once again, I am trying to name every single Pokemon. Now, I have done this in the past, and I've failed. I ain't gonna lie. I do wonder if I see. I might move these back and forth depending on where I am. I'm gonna try and be mindful of that. I'm gonna be very mindful of that. But what I want to do first is, last time I kind of went straight into it and I wasn't all that prepared. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new tab. Oh man, I'm leaking my bookmarks and everything. I'm going to look up Pokemon National Dex. We're going to go and look at every single Pokemon, and this is the reason I'm doing this. I watched Alpharad do this exact thing. He named every Pokemon, but what he did is prepare himself, and I kind of thought that might be considered cheating. It's like looking at everything beforehand, but I took his reasoning. It's no, it's quiz prep. It's like if you do like a quiz in school, you're gonna last minute, you're gonna just make sure you know everything. So I'm gonna watch out for ones I'm gonna probably forget. So most of these Gen 1 ones I should be really set in stone on. Let's see, is there anything I'm gonna probably, yes. My one rule is once I scroll past it, I'm not gonna be able to scroll back up. Just because, I don't know, I think that's fair. Paris and Parasite, those could be pretty tricky to remember. And Venonat and Venomoth, those ones I remember. I tend to forget quite a bit. Once I get past like all the Gen 1 bugs that are all at the beginning, I'm gonna be kind of probably all over is my guess. Um there's not too many fighting types in Gen 1. Any of these looking real. Oh, Seal and Dugong and Nutria. I feel like I might forget. And Farfetch'd I might forget. Keeping a Marowak I could forget. Possibly. Make sure I get these. But most of these are pretty memorable. I mean, there's no way I can forget something like Magikarp and Gyarados. Like, those are so easy. Um, Evolutions I have, without a doubt. Um, Legendaries are free. I think my strategy will be very similar to what I did last time, where I just do all the starters, do all the legendaries, maybe remember try and do all the fossils, but like do all these groups. And then after I do that, I just go gen by gen from Gen 1 on. Like try and remember, like do all this Gen 1 I can do, all Gen 2 and all Gen 3 and so on, and then once I go all the way to Gen 9, then I'll come back and just try and get those nitty gritties. And obviously get the ones I remember on the way. Anyways, Gen 2 starters obviously I get. Gen 2 will definitely be harder than Gen 2 might be my hardest just because not actually maybe not because a lot of it is just like an extra evolution off of Gen 1, but then I feel like Natu Zati, like I might have a trouble remembering those. But then he looks there's like Politoed. Um then there's like I mean evolutions are easy, but then it's just like Slowking. Those will be easy to remember, but like Murkrow, Mischievous. A lot of these are just like Gen 2 and Gen 4 I feel like are very similar because like I mean, not like in the sense that similar. I'm saying like a lot of Pokemon from Gen 2, like Mischievous and Murkrow, eventually evolve into Gen 4 mons. Pineco Fortress might probably will slip past me. Um, let's see what else. There's Shuckle. I think I'll remember. I might go through and be like, what are some insane like stats that like I can't remember? Like I know Arcanine has space touch level of 555. Um, Shuckle, I know, is just an absurd high defense. And special defense. I did not realize that too. I thought it was kind of just defense. It was mainly stocky and bulky and oh, I could try and like slug. I'll remember meme Pokemon's like Slugma will be easy to remember. I bet. Yeah, a lot of these shouldn't be too bad. Um, and obviously you see your Kingdra is um a Gen 2 Pokemon, but like when I'm in Gen 1, I see Horsea, Seadra, I'll probably just end up putting Kingdra as well. Like I'll try and get the full evolution if I can. We're already down here. Yeah. Legendaries should be free. I don't see myself struggling with legendaries at all. Um, I also, real quick, before I continue scrolling on this, I want to see, um, so I'm looking it up. Sorry, guys. So I really want to have some background music for my videos, for this, because it might be like a while. I mean, not might be, it will be a while. And I think some music would kind of like help hype me up and keep me on track, you know. So I will put some my favorite video game soundtrack of all time, Mario Kart, more specifically Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but I might see if there's like a massive like 10-hour out, no Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart, just some random Mario Kart music. Um, but yeah, and I don't care about. I'm not gonna make money off this, so I looked it up and I shouldn't have to worry about a strike. So just possibly demonetization, which I don't make money anyways, at least not yet. So I'll enjoy it while I can now. Um, Looking through here, Gen 3, I wish I had grown up on this gen. It was I played Fire or not Fire not Fire Omega Ruby. It was so much fun. I can only imagine how much fun it would have been as a kid playing just regular Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald. Um, a lot of these I should generally have spin that could give me some trouble. I don't know if I remember that. Um, Corphish and Crawdon, those will probably not be remembered, especially on the first pass. That's the end of my coat. I might have to get a refill. Fossils shouldn't be a problem at all. I'll probably go through fossils after I finish with starters and legendaries. Trying to think of any other groups that like I could just get without having to worry about anything. So I feel like the more I check off, the easier. Regional birds, regional rodents. I'll try to remember to do the pseudos. That'll be something I can remember. Yeah. Starting Gen 3, you kind of get a lot of legendaries and you start mythicals. Let's see. Gen 4. This is probably when I know I'm on the stronger side just because I played through Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, or just Shining Pearl, I guess. Not a long time ago, but not a short time either. But I do generally have a soft spot for Gen 4 because it's the first like retro, not retro, it's like the first like game that I played that wasn't the current generation. I hate to say it. My first generation was Scarlet and Violet. I hate to say it. I am embarrassed to say that I am not an OG when it comes to Pokemon. The oldest Pokemon game that I completely beat was, I think, for 100% certainty, I know I did Gen 3. Or, I mean, definitely it was Gen 6, but Omega Ruby. If we're not counting that, then definitely before that was X and Y. I did play Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, but that was technically Gen 8, so. I don't even remember if I beat him. I remember I got to I think I lost to Cynthia and then never played it again. But anyways, let's keep going. Just before we get into this, I want to really refresh my memory. Gen 4, I should be good. Looking through all these are pretty memorable. Chat Talk could slip my mind. I used Toxicroak on my team. Underrated. I don't know why. No, I see a lot of teams be like they're um like Infernape, Staraptor, Luxray, um Rose Roselia, Rose Raid, whatever the final one is. Then you got like uh Togekiss and like I don't know Garchomp. That's like every Gen 4 team, every single Gen 4 team, and I don't know why. I personally, my team, if I can remember right, was Torterra was my starter. I know that for a fact. I love Turtwig. It's probably my favorite all-time starter. Turtwig, I did have Staraptor and Luxray on it. Um, Toxicroak. Let me scroll through see if I can remember anything else that I 100% know that I had. None of these really. I don't remember what the other two might have been. HM. I obviously had a Beaverall. So it leaves one more slot. What was that? Slot. I'm kind of I wanna know. I'm kind of interested. Guess I could go on my Switch and look right now, but I don't really feel like that. Okay. Getting into Gen 5. Gen 5 is probably the one I'm gonna have the least amount on. I don't know, Gen 6 is also pretty hard to remember for me. Monkeys will always be easy. The Gen 5 monkeys will be really easy to remember. Um let's see here. A lot of Gen 5 mons are kind of similar to Gen 1. Like you have these kind of like shadows of the Machop line. You have I love the Sandile line. I really I need to get a capture card so I can play Pokemon live on stream. And I need to get a second monitor. Like I think you can do it with a single monitor, but I would imagine it's really hard just because you want to be able to see the stream on one monitor and actually see the game you're playing on the others too. Because I guess you could just like switch the input every like bit or so to make sure it's still going, but I would not want to deal with that. I don't have the desk space for a second monitor right now, or well, it's not my budget, so I eventually do want to get one. Let's see, Minchino and Cinchino will probably be hard to remember. Let's try to remember those. OG and Behem, I remember Alpharad. That was like one of the last ones that he got. Might have been the last one. Remember, he really struggled with Azelf. He kept thinking he was Axew, but it was Azelf. Um, man, I love Pokemon so much. It's awesome. So let's keep going. So before we start, if anyone's new, I'm just refreshing my mind last second before we start, just to see if there's any Pokemon I want to make sure I remember. It's like thinking like you're taking a test in school, last minute, night before. You're just like making sure you know everything. That's what I'm doing, so it's not cheating. Gen 6, I should have a decent grasp on just because it's one of the more recent gens I played. Love the 3DS. Severely underpowered, unfortunately. The original at least has the one that I have. I don't have the newer XL version or the new XL version, just regular. Okay, let's see. Binacle, Barbaracle, those I don't know if I'll remember. Let's see. Fossils, I'll try and do before we get into gen by gen. Um, Man, Gen 6 is really small. Okay, on to, I think, the most overhated generation. A lot of people I know hate on Gen 7. I do not know why. I mean, yeah, it's not the best by any means, but like, it's not the worst either, in my opinion. Um, Regional birds, regional rodents. I'm trying to remember to do all of those. Regional bug. Is there a regional bug? Is that a thing? I believe so. It's not as like there's not one for each one that like stands out, but yeah. Let's see. Pyukumuku, I don't know. I sometimes forget that exists. Typing on Silvally, so this might be a bit of a struggle. Oh my, all the Ultra Beasts. Okay, let's like really take these in. Okay, these are gonna probably be a struggle to remember. Like, I don't know if I remember Magirna. That might be a bit harder. I was, let's see. Sakataka, I'm currently shiny hunting right now in Pokemon Sword. It's been a lot of fun. I absolutely love doing Dynamax adventures. It's my favorite way of shiny hunting. Let's see, Gen 8 I also should be pretty good about just because Gen 8, again, one of the ones that I've played. Like, okay, out of all the games I've played, like, from start to finish, from most recent, uh, first, like, first ones that I played was Scarlet, Violet. I have Sword and Shield. I'm working on Sun and Moon right now. I haven't finished it. I played X and Y. Um, I started Black, but I kind of gave it up because I didn't want to play two games at once because I was also playing X and Y at the time, I believe. Gen 4, I played Brilliant Diamond. Gen 3, I did Omega Ruby. Gen 2, I haven't started yet, but I'm excited to. I'm currently shiny hunting the starters in it, and when I get one, then I'll start it. In Gen 1, I've started, haven't finished Fire Red. Oh, and Leaf Green. I got Fire Red on my DS, or 3DS, and I got Leaf Green on the Switch. Anyways, all of these are pretty memorable. Oh, I gotta remember it's a rude. um, oh, the Hisui. That's gonna might be a struggle because I never played Legends Arceus, and I have Legends ZA, but I kind of started playing it, didn't care for it. I didn't care enough to finish it. If it's not a mainline, I really don't care if I don't finish it. Like if I even if I like okay, Wind and Waves, I'm gonna get it, and even if I don't like it, I'm gonna finish it because it's a mainline Pokemon. But when it comes to like the non-mainlines, I'm not gonna care to finish it if I don't like it. They made shiny hunting way too easy, in my opinion. Like shiny should be hard and rewarding to get, but they just hand you them left and right. It's so easy to get in CA. And I guess you make the argument in Scarlet and Violet's also hard to get, but I would say the main thing that separates those two is that you can easily like miss a shiny in Scarlet and Violet, whereas in Legend CA you can like miss it and then come back to it. Like you can like it can despawn and respawn. Like I hate that. I genuinely hate that. Anyways, Gen 9, yeah, I will have no problem with, or not too much of a problem with. Gen 1, I think naturally will be the easiest. Paradox I could do to start off as well. Those could be done. Um, Gouging Fire, Raging Bolt, and these four I might forget because they're like the weird paradox that aren't as easy to remember. Well, we got through that list, so I think the last thing that we really need to do is just get started. We're back on here, and my face cam is not covering Kanto. Let's see, what is it covering? So it's kind of covering tiny bit of Alola. So when I get to Alola, I'll just remember to I'll move my face cam. So I think when I name the first Pokemon, the timer will start. Oh wait, let's get some music. Hold on, I'm gonna. Um, uh, hold on. Okay, see a playlist of all Mario Kart music. Let's. It literally looks like it has every single song from every single game. This is great. I'm gonna start it on one that I like and then just press shuffle. This is like, yeah, okay. I think the best song to start with is it's a good song to start with. Let me just make sure it has everything. It really looks like it has everything. It's awesome. Oh, it does have Mario Kart World. That doesn't matter. I don't really care about Mario Kart World. Let's start with Yoshi's Island. That was a really good one. Now let's put it on shuffle. That's really loud. Let's turn this down real quick. Let me just go ahead and put it on shuffle. Let me hear how that is on your guys' end. Let me just pull my YouTube stream up on my phone real quick. Testing, talk, talk, talk. Testing, talk, talk, talk. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Okay. This is causing the stream to be a little bit less good. It's saying like it's the quality's like the connection is good. So that's, man, it's just kind of loud on my end. Hopefully turning it down doesn't like adjust it for you guys. Here we go. Okay. Let's start. Razor lamps. Can I play bully? I can, but I won't. Let's turn that sound off. That's annoying. Because I just spent 30 minutes studying for this quiz, and I want to do it. It doesn't matter if you're the majority. I don't care, Razor lamps. Please stop trolling. Sorry, I feel like I'm doing I have background music. I feel like that's a step up from what I normally would do. It's saying this is Super Mario Kart. I don't really care to see what exactly it is, what song it exactly is. Anyways. I said no already. I'm not gonna switch up my stream halfway through, or not even halfway through. It's like, I'm not gonna switch up my stream at all. Like, I'm already streaming. I kind of forgot the fact that ads are gonna be a thing. Ooh, Ghost Valley. Bye. I kind of wanted to get all the early ones, but for some reason they're not like in the order. So let's see what else is their early Pokemon. I don't know. I'm just gonna start going all over. Let's see. There's... I thought the music would kind of help me, but it's honestly kind of distracting me. But I want to keep it on just for the sake. I am so dumb. I already abandoned my strategy of doing like all stars and all legendaries. Is this just a bad omen? Should I put this out for a different time? Because it already seems like it's not off to a great start. I think I might need to, because I'm already off to a bad start of like I'm not doing my strategy. I'm being honestly really dumb. Yeah, this is not looking good. I think I'm gonna have to unfortunately call it for today. I will maybe try and do it tomorrow. I think it's a good idea. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm sorry everyone for kind of calling it quits. I'm just not feeling it. My head hurts. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. See you guys.